this has like very few of the limitations. It doesn't have any of the limitations as the previous gadgets have had. And you can see it has applications everywhere. And it's simply tracking the muscle contractions of our muscles. So pretty good device. So in some sense, technology is about finding an alternative to existing technology.
Can you just speak in front of the mic?
So the second project I'll be talking to you about is non-contact emissivity finder. This is a research-oriented project. So what can anybody tell you what is this?
Thermometer.
So you all have come across it when we measure our temperature for fuel. But at times it happens that you cannot keep that metal part in contact with the surface. Suppose you need to measure the surface of a flat plate. You cannot use this device. So what people came up with was a non-contact thermometer. So this uses infrared light and it will try and find out what is the temperature of the body based on whatever radiations it gets back. But suppose there is one plate which is made of aluminium and another which is coated with carbon soot. Okay. So the carbon soot layer will absorb all the light, all the radiation and reflect all of it back, emit all of it back. Right? Whereas aluminium will tend to give out only say 27% of that. And these devices don't factor that. They will simply say every body is a grey body which has around 95% tendency to emit everything back. This causes a lot of error. So this was a problem we identified and we made this device. This has two IR LEDs of specific wavelengths and using some calculations they've basically been able to find the emissivity of planar surfaces up to 99% accurate. So it's about making improvements to existing solutions. Then angry piano stairs, this is a social experiment. So, okay, given these two options, a lift or stairs, which one would you prefer then? So this was a global trend which many sociologists identified and it leads to obesity and other problems. Not here, but worldwide it's become a problem. So they decided to make climbing stairs a lot more fun. They added pianos over there. So people generally became very happy seeing that every time you step on a stair it's emitting sound, it's interacting with you. And they started preferring to use that. Over time people stopped using the escalator altogether. This was something we even did here, but we added a twist. It's about bringing a positive change to the society. And the fourth one which I talk about is Node Digitizer. This was done in 21st again at Yahoo. So just before the exams, it might happen to you that you remember a certain word or a concept but you don't know where it's in your notes, right? So you spend a lot of time flipping through pages. So what I tried to do was, not all of us have very good cameras in our cell phones. And scanners are out of the question. So one thing which all of us have is a laptop with a 1 megapixel webcam. So using just that, you feed in your sample handwriting, each letter separately. And then you just take your notes. If this is the camera, you just flip them through like this. It will track all the letters and store them in a digital format. So now in your notes you have a control F feature which will help you out during your exams. So it's about making life a lot more comfortable as well. The real picture, all of these seem very simple, right? You thought of an idea or some problem and you implemented a solution. But firstly, being someone from metallurgy, I had to spend a lot of time to actually code and learn new languages. And the level of coding I got to in a year, my roommate was there 1 year before moving from CS. So that is one factor. Then infrastructure. Most projects here end up being room rate, at max till hostel tech rooms. All of us don't have labs, so that is another factor all of us still face when we do tech projects. And in reimbursement also you have to pitch in your own cash. So for small projects or beach projects, this is fine. I mean, up to 5,000-6,000 a team of 4 can easily fund. But when it goes to levels of 1 lakh or so, like the TomTom tracker, so there this becomes an issue at times. Not every student can do that. And the third is enthusiasm. So, like initially everybody is very excited when they have an idea. But over time, as things get difficult, the enthusiasm tends to drop. So if you are really into research in technical fields, you need to go beyond that drop. You need to sustain your enthusiasm, only then you can actually reach somewhere with the project. So, any questions? Anything about it?
Acads कैसे manage? Acads.
So ACADS में of course you cannot, like, if you compare yourself with somebody who's spending a lot of time in ACADS and getting a very good CPI, probably that won't happen. But even with 6 or 7 such projects going on, you will be able to manage an 8 easily. It's not that much of a load, but you need to really manage your time well. People tend to go up and see TV shows or other such stuff and at times do nothing at all. That won't be an option for you.
Getting the help of a professor for such a project is useful, or doing it yourself?
Again, it depends. Like all of the projects which I have been involved in, there is no faculty involved. Primarily because I follow tech more as a hobby. But if you want to do serious research and there is a professor who's done something relevant in that field, like he's worked somewhere related to that field, so you can easily approach him. Profs help a lot. So that's it's up to you basically.
And how to start? I mean,
How to start?
first step.
Observe things around you. Look for a problem. Try to think of a solution.
What were the difficulties you faced while making that piano stair system?
Piano stairs, okay.
I mean, what were the like basic difficulties? Okay, first you encountered with this difficulty, and then you tried these solutions, and then came up with the better one. So what were?
As in the problems with making piano stairs,
Yeah.
or
Yeah, the problems you encountered.
so that particular setup was not very portable. As in, if you wanted to make a piano stairs, ideally it should be very portable, so you can actually take it to every hostel and make sure everybody is aware of the concept. Because it's a social experiment, so you needed to reach out to more people. So that was one issue, and it was pretty much a short notice project actually. I came to know on the night before. So we use piezo sensors which come for $10. They are not very reliable. That was another issue. Otherwise it's fine.
Multiple motion is tracked by the piezo sensor.
So piezo, basically what it does is any force you apply to it, it will convert that into electricity. So if suppose you stepped on that, okay, so it will give a signal. Now if you have already stepped on it and somebody else steps on it, so it detects impact, so you will get.
What are the filtering options?
You can reach out to people. Like generally, you'll be aware of a lot of competitive teams within the institute. Then there are fun projects like the ones I work on. So you can reach out to any of the team members. They'll be able to direct you to people who will help out.
This is a totally self-learning process.
Mine is
Which project you are working currently?
6 of them.
Your favorite?
No favorite, I like all of them.
And how do you manage them?
How do you manage as in, basically, you know whatever time is being taken by acts, there's nothing you can do about it. Time after that you divide, like suppose Parinath is going on with it. Right now we have recruitments going on. So that's a high priority project right now as opposed to the rest of them. So typically I'd say like 2/3 of the time, based on the work, you divide your time accordingly and make sure things happen within that slot. That's the only way you can manage. Like, time management is the key factor. Anything else, Matas?
And is it too late to start now in the Sophie year?
It's never too late to start. You can start even in your 4th year, final year, last week. I mean, just take my example. In my first year, I was totally in music. Okay. Second year, I just started. Like ITSP was my first project. Then again, for around 2-3 months, I was in between tech and music. After that, I started handling and then throughout tech, but I still carry on with music and sketching to do for life. It's never too late to start. So I'll call Nimit on stage. He's been working with me on Python.
Good evening, everybody. I would just like to talk about my experience of past 1 year in the institute I had with Ashit Tejwani working on the project Parinath, which is the first human out of IIT Bombay. So like when I came to IIT after clearing JEE, like I was reading PCM like hell for 2 years, but I never was able to figure out that what is the use of things I'm doing. Like this is the case with most of the people here, right? So we study but we don't know what we are studying for. So I was looking for some applications of the things I am reading in real life. Like I always saw that it would be really fascinating if whatever whole things I read, I would be applied to some use. Or any use, whatever it is in the life. So when I joined the team Parinath, I joined the mechanical division of the team. So I came to know about how the things designed, how are they actually fabricated, and how are they finally assembled to make a ball. And like in between there comes a hell lot of problems. So you get a lot of problems, you brainstorm, you think a lot, and then there comes a small thing from that theory which you read, and this can be applied. So then that awesome feeling is like on the top of the world. I love that. So also like it's not just about like you go to a team and you work and you come to home. Like you also enjoy a lot. Like once we were just chatting informally, and one of our friends was playing with the torch. Like as the light went off and he was playing with the torch. So like he put his hand on the torch and his fingers were like up, as you might have seen that they appear red and all that. So one was like, can there be any application of this thing? Then an idea came that can we like measure the heart rate using this? So measuring heart rate, how can it be like when your heart beats, the amount of blood in your finger changes, and also the ratio of the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood changes that actually affect the intensity of light absorbed in your finger. So hence, by detecting the intensity of light passing out of the finger, you can actually figure out the heart rate. So I did this as my ITSC project in the summers, and I applied all the, and not only that, these things I actually got in the second sem. I was having a course of electrical. I am in electrical department. I did a course all about the small electronic circuits. There's also same problem. What's the use of it? Then in summers, I used a hell lot of ICs and played around with them and enjoyed them. It was a nice learning and enjoyment.